Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this beat, it's a girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island Games, episode 14. And let's get right into the video because this episode is literally cinema. It was like a 10 out of 10 episode because let's get right into it. So Jack was stressed. He was stressed ever since, him, Justine are vulnerable in separate couples. He was just like, yeah, he does not want the possibility of him going home, Justine going home, or even both of them are going home. So he had a one-on-one chat with Callum because he just like, do you see what you guys just did? You had power, and with the power, you were supposed to make yourself safe and the person that you're closest to safe. And look where you are right now. Both Liberty and Callum are vulnerable, and Jack is cool with Callum, so he's like what happened? This is the power, the power move, and it backfired like very heavy. So Maya Jama finally comes in, she's been MIA for like half the season. We had more Higgins filling in for her for the most part, and Ariana filling in, but we haven't seen Maya for a bit. So she came in, and we know when Maya Jama comes into that villa, it's not anything good. So she lets the Islanders know. Before we even get to Maya Jama coming in, let's go get to the 6 new bombshells coming into the villa. So we got Deb, we got Zeta, we got Scott, we got 2 people from Australia, which is Tina and I don't know if his name is Matt. We got a girl named Aurelia from Germany, Love Island. They came in, basically just because they want to be messy. The Islanders are like, oh, kiss your top 3. And, they kissed their top 3. 18 kisses went around. And, it is what it is. A lot of people were going in for Jack. So, Justine was like, just seeing everybody kiss Jack. But I'm just like, from the heart rate challenge the other day, everybody was kissing Justine. And Jack had to sit there and watch. So... And, when Mike came in and he was kissing up on Justine, Jack had to sit there and watch. So, it is what it is. Justine, 3-4 of the girls that came in the villa kissed Jack. So, anyway, Jack wasn't even worried about that. He was just still stressed because, he's vulnerable to go home. So, when Maya Jama came in, she basically told the Islanders that they have to choose one couple out of the 3 to save. So it really came down to either Justine and Callum or, Mike and Jess, really. With that being said, Sully was like, I'm saving Justine no matter what because Justine is her girl. EL was like, he wants to save Jack, but then again, Johnny's over here saying like, well, because of Callum and Liberty, saving him and, keeping Courtney and Johnny in the same couple, he owes Callum. So he wanted to save Callum. So Yal was like, well, let's make it that everybody doesn't get what they want and just save Jess and Mike. So it went down to a vote, and with the vote, Justine and Callum got saved.
Justine and Callum.
So that was a big relief for Jack because he does not have to worry about Justine going home anymore. Now he just has to make sure that himself doesn't get sent home. So with that being said, Maya Jama tells them that there's going to be a duel, and instead of having them duel in the couples that they're in, like how Toby and Georgia did, because to be honest, Toby was pulling his own. But Georgia was not. If it was an individual duel between like Toby and Callum and Liberty and Georgia, it would have been fair. But Toby had to duel with literally 3 people because Georgia was kind of holding him back. So they made it into, boys dueling and a girls dueling. So Liberty and Jess go against each other, and Mike and Jack go against each other too. So, Jack was just making sure he's getting prepared, Justine was warming him up. It was basically like getting prepared for battle, getting prepared for war. That's this was what the episode entailed. It was just like getting prepared for war, like really. They all went to sleep. They woke up. Next thing you know, we see Johnny and Aurelia basically chat. Seems like Johnny has a thing for Aurelia, so that's going to be something coming into future episodes because he is coupled up with Courtney, and he did tell Courtney that he was waiting for her to come into the villa, and now he's over here with Aurelia. So just like, Johnny, can you be serious for a second? Like, what do you want? Like, what are you doing? But it is what it is. Now let's get down to the duel. Everybody's getting prepared. Everybody's getting ready for the duel. Callum was coaching Liberty, preparing Liberty. And I really like their little boot camps preparation that they do. It's very fun. It's very nice. It's just like, let's get prepared for this duel.
I want you to say something you dislike about Jess.
Okay.
Sit up. I want you to touch your toes.
Broke my trust.
Broke the trust. Tense.
I'm scared to
Bosh, okay, let's go. First one in the bag. We're going for 10.
Pied me in the face.
Pied you in the face. Fucking hell, that, Jess. Let's go. Come on.
Even though they're the underdogs, a friendship couple that, nobody really rates like that. They're probably one of the highlights of the season. Like, Callum was funny. Liberty's energy, was nice. Like, it was just really nice. Justine, she just doesn't want Jack to go home. Jack was like, I am not going home today. He does not want to leave without his Justine. Like, he was fighting for Justine. So we get to the duel. And with this duel, essentially, the girls go first. So they had to be blindfolded. And then with their being blindfolded, there's 2 tags on their waistline. And they had bells all over them, so they can't see anything, but they can hear the bells. And with that, they're in the ring, and with every move, the bells like make a sound. So, they would have to like run to each other and like grab their thing, and they only had to grab one. So it was just like you couldn't take it too seriously because it's just like it looks so awkward because you're blindfolded, and then you're trying to grab the other person's tag off their waistline. So there's 3 rounds of that, and Justin and Liberty went first. Liberty, lost the first 2 rounds. She came back for the next round, the 3rd round, but then in the 4th round, Jess won, and she overall won the duel. So that sends Liberty home, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Liberty's gone. But it is what it is. Liberty went home. She lost the duel, and Jess won. So then it was Mike and Jack's turn, and the trash talking between Mike and Jack was just like, oh my goodness. They were just trash talking. He was just like, I'm going to send you home. I'm not going home today. And then Mike had the audacity to say your goodbyes, Justine. And I'm like, yo, it was just the audacity. Everybody knew it was a violation. Like, you're telling Justine to say your goodbyes to Jack. Anyway, Jack was just ramped up. He was amped up. He was like, I'm not going home today. And he stood on business. He won the first round. Mike won the second round, Jack won the third round, and then he overall won the duel. So he stayed in that villa, he won the duel, he won, he's back. He's happy to stay in the villa with Justine. As soon as he won, Justine thanked the Lord that Jack's able to see another day in this villa. And then Justine ran into the ring, jumped on Jack and kissed him. And he was like, I told you I'm going to win. I told you I'm not leaving. I'm not going home today. Da, 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 da.
Good job. Good job, Mike. All right, we have a winner. Jack takes it.
Come on, Vince. Come on. I told you. I told you.
And that was just cinema. That was just like rom-com. Like, it is what, like, this is what it's giving. Like, you were not expecting this. Like, the entire episode was just Jack and Justine preparing for this epic duel, epic battle, in which essentially he's fighting for Justine. Essentially, like, he's fighting to stay in the villa, but he's fighting to stay in the villa for Justine because he wants to be with her. Like, that's how much he really likes her. So they're in the villa, he's in the game, so that means Liberty and Mike left. So they said their byes, Liberty and Callum, they're gone. At the end of the episode, I had a little one-on-one chat with Liberty, and they just were happy for the time that they had with each other, even though they were just friends. It was a nice little thing that they had. And I'm just like, Deb came in, and it seems like everybody was like, oh, Deb is Callum's type. But how's Deb's Callum type, but Liberty wasn't Callum's type, and he friend-zoned her? Like, I don't know. Callum should spin the block and kind of like, fix that. But once somebody friend-zone you, you kind of just don't want to come back. So, I think Liberty was just like, nah, with that. But it is what it is. They're friends, and sad to see Liberty go. But let's see what happens next. Mike went home, he gave it his all. And, Jack was just like, nah, I'm standing on business. I'm staying here with Justine. So that's what happened. And, that was the end of the episode. In the preview, we see that Johnny is, talking to Aurelia and kissing, behind Courtney's back. So Courtney has some words from him. And yeah, let's see. And there's going to be a recoupling. So I can't wait to see what happens to their coupling. Obviously, we know that Jack's going to pick Justine. So yeah, it is a win. Scott being back in the villa for a third time. In the villa. Like, Ian was really, shading him, because I'm just like, you're here. This is 3 times within 1 year you're doing Love Island. 3 times. And I think Ian was the voiceover, the narrator for all 3 seasons. So him seeing Scott back on his screen, like, each and every time was just like, bro. But he did not get that much screen time. But he did kiss Imani as one of his top people, which is just like, when you were on the USA season, you basically dropped Imani for Johnny, and now Imani's your top choices. But it's whatever, because he's not taking this show seriously at all. This man just came for the games. So it is what it is with Scott. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.